Hello everyone, welcome to iExamBee. Embrace the iExamBee learning experience for 50% faster job preparation. I hope your preparation for SEBI Grade A Legal is going on track, and to support your preparation, we have been discussing the previous year questions related to your Phase 1 laws over the period that have come since 2020 to 2024. We've already discussed questions from Constitution and from the contract laws with total account for 45% of the syllabus in Phase 1. In the upcoming two videos, we will be talking about the remaining 55% of the topics, and today we are discussing the CPC, Transfer of Property Act, Arbitration and Conciliation, and the Limitation Act. So let's see what are the type of questions that have come from these topics in the past. These topics, all these four together, account for 25% of the weightage in your Phase 1. They do not come in Phase 2. The Phase 2 syllabus for legal is separate for the SEBI exam, right? So let's see how many questions have come from each of these acts. If we look at CPC, the weightage has always been high, and in 2024, Phase 1, we saw 6 questions come in. As also stated before, Phase 1 and Phase 2 syllabus was segregated into separate acts from 2023. That is why you will not see Phase 2 questions from CPC in 2023 and 24. While before that, there was a common syllabus where you could see the questions coming in both the phases. So CPC, yes, has highest weightage. We saw 6 questions come in 24 and 4 questions in 23. Transfer of Property Act is another very, very important act, and you get 3 to 4 questions from this act also. Arbitration and Conciliation, another 3 questions, and Limitation Act keeps varying. Anyways, it is a very, very short act, and it is recommended that you do not leave this act out. In fact, if questions are asked like in 2023, 3 questions, this can be very, very beneficial for you. So let's go ahead and now look at the pattern or the type of questions that have come from these particular acts. This is the PDF where all the questions act-wise have been compiled. As previously shared for the other 2 sections, you can download this particular file also from the link of the description box. Let's start with CPC. So if you will see the CPC questions, there's a good mix of questions checking your understanding of the law and actually also the actual facts of the law. So the first question that you will see, this came in 2024. It was not very straightforward. They asked it in a case format. The question, although I will not say was difficult, if you remember the time period within which the notice has to be sent, that is what was asked, but through a case rather than a direct subsection or section of the act. There are questions which are directly asked about the sections and what is covered into it. As you can see, what is covered under section 89 is also asked directly. You can get direct questions, section based questions, definition, and also the understanding or meaning of certain guidelines. So that is very, very important in CPC, that you study comprehensively about every aspect in this particular act for the parts that have been mentioned in the syllabus. So syllabus is, and they mostly have stuck to the syllabus. The questions asked have been around the syllabus itself. In the Limitation Act, again, as I stated, it can be a high yielding topic for you, does not take too much time, but if questions asked, can be very, very beneficial for your overall preparation. Transfer of Property Act is another important act that you should not leave out at all. And if we see the trend of questions asked, the different meanings of different mortgages is something which is a very recurring type of a question. So we saw one question come in 2024. We also saw similar kind of how many types of mortgages are there, right? We also saw another question of definition of identifying which type of mortgage is there being asked. So mortgage and the type of mortgage is something which is recurringly asked and is one of the most important topics in Transfer of Property Act, right? Talking about arbitration and conciliation, again, your conceptual understanding directly from the Act is asked and sticks to the syllabus. So you can look at all the types of questions, the level of questions that have been asked, and of course detailed answer and explanations have been added in this file to help you prepare from this document itself. We will discuss the last topic, the last 30% weightage that comes from the legal theory acts like the maxims, jurisprudence, interpretation of the statute, and your 2 acts of law of torts and consumer protection in our next video. If you need any further help, you can reach out to us at 920-552-4028 or call or write to us at hello@iexambi.com. Wishing you all the best.